She said, Christabel, this is, I'm talking about Joseph and I'm talking about your husband. He's had an accident and he's in a very critical condition. He's in ICU and if he survives this, it's going to be a miracle. We're giving him like less than 20% to live. So I hung up the phone. I don't know what happened after that, but it was a state of shock, confusion, and just all mixed reactions and everything. So I contacted his boss, and I think she was on her way going somewhere else. So she came back and
say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake.
Hi good people, how are you handsome men and beautiful ladies? Hope you're doing fine. Thank you very much for the 500 plus subscribers. Thank you very much. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, hit that subscription bell for you to be updated anytime Zuleka uploads her new content. And today guys, you've been seeing me uploading so much of political stories, human interest stories, social, economic, and so many much more. And today I have a very amazing person here with me, and guys, he's one of the most committed oncologists. When you speak of empowering culture, I think atawaeleza venye kunaendaga. Parents out there, wasichana ndio nguzo muhimu kwenye jamii. Ama vipi? Andika pale kwenye comment section kama ni uongo. Mwanamke ndio nguzo kamili kwenye jamii. And today I'm very privileged to host Christabel Lumbasi. And so guys, she's here. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you Zuleka. You're looking amazing as well, and thank you for hosting me here as well.
Thank you, you're looking good too.
Asante sana. So it's I think it's the home, sunshine, it's just a fresh air and just the beauty of Kenya. That's why.
When you say the beauty of Kenya, people think so. This Christabel anakuaga wapi? Ndo nasema now the beauty of Kenya. Ulikuwa umeenda wapi?
Nilikuwa nimeenda wapi? I live in Scotland. Scotland is in UK. Huko nimekaa for nearly 20 years. Yeah, so unajua ukitoka huko nje, that's when you appreciate home. Unaona, sasa
20 years.
Yeah, ni mingi.
20 years ni nyingi. Imagine ulienda mahali kugeni.
I know.
To anyone.
I know.
You have not to adapt new environment.
Yeah,
How is Scotland? Kukoaji comparing now with
Scotland
Kenya?
is beautiful as well. It has its own stuff as well. The weather isn't that great. I'd rather like nichukue weather ya Kenya nipeleke huko, na maybe maisha ya huko kind of siwezi sema maisha huko nilete huko. Like the economy of there nilete hapa. Sherehe ya Kenya ibaki Kenya. I bring myself in Kenya, but just the economy of the other side, I bring it here all together. Unajua, like just all the infrastructure and everything. Kenya, barabara at least we are catching up, okay. Ukienda Nairobi, our roads are good compared to when I'm there and I hear stories from other countries, you're like, hey, Kenya, I can't complain. Tuko poa.
Lakini so ukienda nje ndio unaweza appreciate not the beauty of Kenya, but
you can't appreciate when you're here. Yeah. But ukiwa huko, you're like, actually it's bad ukiwa hapa, the economy, like things are expensive, but mshahara inabaki pale, unajua, that's hard. It's hard. But saying that, even our countries huko pia, the economy has changed as well. Life has become very expensive. People are going on strike. But the strike, the other side, si ya kuvunja vitu. Si ya riot. Si ya kubeba sufuria. No. It's just like I'm not going to work na ndio hivyo. Na unajua when, like for example, nurses when they go on strike, I mean the whole thing is paralyzed. The whole country is paralyzed. Trains, the people working for trains wakienda strike. Transport, like the country is paralyzed. So people listen. You know, the people in the government, they do listen, unaona. So inakuanga very, I can say, okay strike, atuvunji vitu. Yeah, so it's peaceful strike.
Okay, now guys, Christabel has a very nice story, and because I just mentioned that she's an oncologist, tutaguzia kidogo tu, lakini ningenajua wengi wangetaka kujua Christabel amezaliwa wapi, amekuwa raised wapi, na pia kizungu imeenda shule. Najua wengi wangetaka kujua.
So So mimi nimezaliwa Kakamega. I've been raised in Kakamega, nikaenda nikaishi Nairobi. Like I don't normally say like I was raised in Nairobi. Me, Kakamega tu. Kakamega kuna raha wewe. Hey.
Mwingine anasema tu raha kwa Kakamega ni sukuti, bullfighting.
Hey. I don't want just to tell you the other personality I have, but Kakamega is beautiful. I'll sell Kakamega anywhere, anytime. The tourism, like we have a lot to offer. Ile sometimes we don't appreciate what we have. And that comes down to our own personal lives as well. We want what somebody else has, but we're not appreciating what you have in your own house or what you've achieved all over these years. So you need just to be contented with the little things you have, to be happy, and then other stuff will follow. Yeah. Unajua, they will follow. So when you push yourself, you stress yourself. So ndio hivi, mimi nimelelewa Kakamega, my parents, very simple girl. Ule wa ugali asubuhi, lunch na supper. Na maboni, like unajua, me I don't do chips, I don't do burgers, I don't. Hey, shy.
Now how do you survive in Scotland?
Hey, so wacha nikwambie, when we mentioned I'm an oncologist nurse, so when I wake up in the morning, I just have hot water. I don't eat before 11 o'clock. So I'll have njaa kinuma, sisemi hivi nakuanga kila siku, but kuna ile time mazee njaa imekuma. Umeamuka, maybe uliamuka mapema, you had some errands you're running. By the time 11 o'clock imefika njaa imekuma, I'll grab maybe a fruit, but I don't eat any heavy meal. Like if you can maybe lunchtime, maybe a brunch, I might just have something light. Alafu maybe ugali jioni, but kama ni weekend, I'm craving for ugali asubuhi, ugali lunch na ugali jioni. Yeah. The ulu in me, but kama ingekuwa sifanyi kazi, I'd do that 7 days a week. But because of my work schedule, siwezi beba ugali job kwa wazungu, unajua. Nitakuwa tempted na omena. Na mimi snack on omena, by the way. When I come home, I tell my mom, "Ebu karanga the omena." So I carry my karangada omena, yeah? And then they don't go bad. So nikifika home and imeniuma, like sometimes you don't feel like eating, yeah? I go and remove my omena. Na kaika kwa microwave kidogo, kajoto kidogo tu, and then I snack on my omena.
So, wataki kula omena uko nje kama chakula unakula ka snack.
Mimi nakula ka snack.
Utatumia ka popcorn watching.
Yeah. Watu nakula popcorn usiku, mimi nakula omena snack.
Kenyans don't disappoint.
Yeah. Hey, omena ni snack wewe. Hey.
Christabel atatuonyesha maneno, but we are very happy. Unajua kuna wale wa Kenya watenda majua alafu no, me don't do omena. I don't eat ugali.
Hata mimi nikienda, I do a lot of hosting other Africans or Kenyans. I love doing that. I do just community building, let me put it that way. Now when they come to my house, they won't see any
uzungu food.
Hakuna. When you come to my house, don't expect me to serve you.
Kwako ni karibu Kenya ingine.
Wewe karibu Kenya. Just go to the kitchen, sort yourself, yeah? Jisa, mimi sitaki useme nilienda kwa Christabel, akona uzungu mingi alinipimia. Wewe jisort. I'll tell you where the place is and everything. Sort yourself. And if drink you want, whatever you want, jisort. Yeah.
Now. The Uluya in Christabel is disappointed uko anaenda kutu represent vizuri. I've just mentioned you're an oncologist.
Yeah.
HPV, human papilloma virus, in Kenya imekuwa na changamoto nyingi. Watu wengi wamekataa, Kenya serikali inatuletea kitu mbaya. Dini zingine pia zinapinga, zinasema kwamba ile chanjo imekuja kuharibu watoto wetu kwa sababu inapewa watu wenye umri mdogo. Wewe kama mtaalamu uliyebobea katika masuala yale, ungewaeleza vipi?
Mimi ningewauliza, sikuwaeleza, ningewauliza wanataka watoto wao wachanjwe sahi or wanataka watoto wao wakikuwa kwa ule umri wa kuzaa waweze kuendelesha familia kwa kuzaa or familia ikatikia hapo because mtoto amepata cervical cancer.
In fact guys, I should tell you this. Christabel kusema cervical cancer ilimsumbua. Alisema tuseme cervical. Akienda atarudi nayo.
So ndio na avoid kusema cervical. So anyway, is it cheaper to get your child vaccinated or is it cheaper to get that time maybe your daughter to treat your daughter with your treatment of cervical cancer? Which is which? Do you want the best for your daughter or do you want to bury your daughter early? mimi hiyo ndio swali, unaona. But mimi I have 2 boys, yeah, but ningekuwa na msichana, but my boys wamelelewa kule, wao wamepewa HPV vaccination, unaona. There is free for boy child and girl child, wako nayo. The same angekuwa ni msichana, ningepeana hiyo, unaona. Ningewaambia waende wachukue the vaccine, because I want the generation to grow. No mother would want the child to die early, unaona. And this thing, the cervical cancer is now the 4th killing cancer worldwide, unaona. And the first one for women, other than the breast cancer as well, unaona. So it's so important to get our girls vaccinated. Don't be tusiwe wachoyo kibinafsi, like don't be selfish to protect your child. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's protect our future. Let's protect our economy as well. Aufanyii mtoto wako, pia unafanyia jamii yako. Imagine, let me put this scenario. Huyu mtoto, and I'm talking about patients I take care of. Wengine, and actually wanatoka nchi zetu za Kiafrika that have been nursing lately. Wako na anal cancer, wako na cervical cancer. HPV prevents you from getting cervical HPV vaccination. Inakuzuia kupata cervical na other types of cancers like anal cancer, throat cancer, cervical cancer. Yeah, so vaginal and vulva cancer. So nimenas watu very young sai. My last one ule passed away 2 weeks ago, was 24 years old. PhD student from sitataja country, but in a country kutoka Africa. Ule amekuja tu huko kumalizia PhD yake, unaona. And then unakuja unapatikana uko na hiyo. You've invested a lot. Huyu mtoto mzazi wake amefika PhD, like ametolewa, like school, high school, in a primary, high school, na university hiyo nchi yao. Maybe amepata scholarship akaenda huko. Chances ziko wapi ya mtoto kukuja to give back to you as a parent or you as a country? Like basically, and that's the reality, it's gone.
Kabisa.
But maybe that time mtoto angekuwa na awareness, or if the parents had the awareness to know how important the HPV vaccination is, wangekubali to protect this girl's future. It's a real scenario. Si ati ilisomwa or it's fiction. No, it's real. So I think if we get our girls vaccinated as soon as we can, it will protect them, it will protect the family, it will protect the economy of the country. And it's cheaper as well to get vaccinated or to treat cervical cancer. And then unajua ikifika, for us I think tunagunduanga kama iko quite late, uko stage 4. For stage 4 tukigundua you have it, we can offer to give you chemotherapy or radiotherapy, but it's not curative, it's palliative. Like we are just trying to prolong your life. But when we tukidiagnose one tuipate mapema, like stage 1, we'll do a curative radiotherapy. Curative treatment, let me put it that way. Curative treatment, knowing we are trying to cure you to get rid of the cancer. So yeah.
Christabel has a very, I don't know how to explain it, but she knows better. Najua wengi mngetaka kujua hii ni story gani mnaongelea.
Where do you want me to start?
Start from anywhere. Start from center. Uko mwisho au mbele.
So, I live in UK, yeah?
Yeah.
Scotland to be specific. So, I'll just sit aongea sana, but let me just say fast forward. In 2019, I was working, and then, in 2019 my husband went to California, US. He was doing a conference there. So, alienda like a Monday, and then we used to have a really, really good relationship. Like, to check up on each other, like sometimes 4 times a day unajua uko wapi, siku inaendaje, hivyo hivyo tu, niko hapa unajua.
The way Christabel is very jovial.
Asiponipigia nitamsumbua. Yeah. So that day, so hiyo ni Monday alikuwa anaenda, so we spoke, tukaambiana bye, and that was it. And then afika airport akaniambia nimefika nini, hata vile alifika California akaniambia amefika. It's quite a distance from UK to America. So that was a Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're still talking, yeah. On Thursday mimi nimeenda job, but normally no, sasa Wednesday usiku UK time akanitumia message akaambia because of the time difference mimi nikamwambia mimi nalala, and then he told me mimi bado niko natembea but nikienda kwa bed nitakutext, utapata tu text asubuhi when you wake up, because it was still daytime the other side. Nikamwambia okay poa. So when I woke up in the morning I didn't get a text, yeah. So nikasema wacha mimi nijipange niende job, maybe he got tired, and then he slept. So mimi nikaenda tu job. Niko job mazee, sioni any contact, no message, nothing at all. So I was like whatever, he'll text me when he can. But I was like, but why? This is not usual, unajua, we text every time. So but I'm like, did he hook up with some friends? Because I know he used to have friends there as well, and my brother is in the US as well. So I was like, did they hook up? So like I was trying to create reason for him not to text me. So that was now Friday all day. So but he never even told me good night on Friday night. And then women, we are so evil. We're like, hi, ni kamanzi gani kana mconfuse huko California sasa.
Akaenda akazima simu
hivyo, akanisahau hivi tu, na vile hivi ndo nitamsahau na watoto wake hata waone. How dare he?
Kwanza wacha ifike hii time.
Any warning, if you don't call me
I'll block you.
Yeah. Don't try me. Usinijaribu. Na nene na watoto wako, and don't even dare come. But anyway, those things cross your mind. But I'm like, no, but that's not like him. No. You create the excuse, you dismiss the excuse. So nikafika sasa, hiyo ni hakunipigia, hakunitext. Saturday morning I'm like, okay, napenda sherehe. Napenda sherehe sana. So sherehe sikajileta. Mimi nikasema na come. Sasa unajua niko na stress aje nipigia. I'm like,
unatolea stress.
Wacha nitolee stress kwingi. Ni weekend. So sherehe ikajipa. Christabel uko free? Niko free.
Kwanza nikijua kuna mtu atanipigia na kunitext hivyo.
Yeah. Si amekata kunitext? Niko free. So nasema, okay, before I go out, yeah, let me sort the boys. So start cooking, get them ready. Just try to organize everything before I leave. And then just before, like, I've cooked, I've showered, I'm getting dressed. Niko na kangu hata that dress joiva tangu, cause ilikuwa nilikuwa niende kutesa, but I couldn't.
Uende ubabaishe watu huko.
Nibabaishe tu nitoe stress. But sasa, and then just like I've showered, I'm trying to get ready. This phone call comes, yeah? And then I'm like, this is not my brother's phone calls or my friends I know, or just it's a weird call. I get the chills. I'm like, this one is different. So kashika simu. And then the lady says, do you know Joseph? Nikasema, yeah, that's my husband.
So cause like huyu ndio nyumba mbili.
Yeah. But I know, but saying that alijiintroduce, I'm Dr. So and so, nikasema basi kusha. Doctor, why? And then I'm like, okay, tell me your story. So she starts saying about, unfortunately, Joseph, I was involved in an accident, blah blah. And hold on to the accident bit. Let me tell you about let me go back. So when Joseph was leaving on Monday, yeah, Joseph had the Safaricom phone and the UK line. So I asked Joseph, please don't leave the Safaricom phone, go with it and go with the UK line one as well. So Joseph said like, no, I really don't need to go with the Kenyan line because I've already send people money. I've used it. I really don't need it. I mean, no, just carry it. So the Safaricom phone was an Android phone, and that time and then the UK line was an Apple phone, so you couldn't really unlock it that time. So we had an argument about the phone, but eventually he went with the phones. So let me go back to the doctor phoning me. So when the doctor phoned me, he said, we tried to contact you when the accident happened, but we couldn't unlock the Apple phone. But remember, he didn't want to go with the Safaricom phone, the Android one. That's the one that got unlocked. That's how they found me, because he used that phone to phone me from the other side. So if he didn't go with that phone, they wouldn't even maybe have found me. I wouldn't even have known. Yes, I knew where he was staying in the hotel. I would have contacted them. But maybe, and they didn't know where he was staying as well. So it was a nightmare. So when he phoned, because I'm clinical, in my mind I just thought like, he's asking me about a patient. So I'm trying to report to my colleague or something, and this, I'm asking questions. I think she realized it hasn't sunk, that's my husband she's talking about. So she said, Christabel, I'm gonna phone you back. So she hung the phone, and then she phoned me back, and then she said, Christabel, this is, I'm talking about Joseph, and I'm talking about your husband. He's had an accident, and he's in a very critical condition. He's in ICU, and if he survives this, it's gonna be a miracle. We're giving him like less than 20% to live. So I hung up the phone. I don't know what happened after that, but it was a state of shock, confusion, and just all mixed reactions and everything. So I contacted his boss, and I think she was on her way going somewhere else. So she came back, and I didn't even know where everything was at that moment. I knew where they were, but asked me that time, where's the passport? I have no idea. So I've called my friends who were like, they came to my house, went to my bedroom, they were searching all the documents they could get to deal with the case. So somebody went looking for the passport, somebody went looking for the insurance, the bank details. So they found there with the banks, you can get different kind of banks or cards that gives travel insurance. So Joseph had that. So with the one with the travel insurance. So one friend of mine, she phoned and contacted the bank and said, oh, I'm phoning you, my husband has been hit. That wasn't the husband. Because I was needing somebody to take over, because I couldn't. It was tragic, it was stressful. So she took over, she phoned the bank, the insurance, and sorted the travel insurance for Joseph. Without her, I wouldn't have managed to pay the medical bills in America, because the insurance paid all the bills in America, the hospital bills. Joseph was in hospital there, in ICU for 2 weeks, and in the ward for 1 week. And then Joseph got airlifted by air ambulance from Los Angeles to Scotland. So I needed such friends, and another friend who went to my bedroom, searched for the passports, organized for my travel there. So I was there for nearly 3 weeks, nursing Joseph and just making sure he's fine. I have Kenyans, so the day, Kenyans tunapenda sherehe. We make, anything has to be a sherehe. So I've got these crazy Kenyan friends, yeah, when the accident happened, they came to the house, walikuja tu. I have friends from all over the country, yeah? But when they come to my house, all of them pretend they're lawyers. They come with unga.
Unga ni
they,
sheria ni
unga ni
ticket hiyo
sheria.
nyumba.
Yeah, you have to come with unga. So they came with unga, they came with food. Because they knew Christabel, because when I'm there, I cook for everyone. So they said, leo hakuna mwenye atapika, atatupikie leo, so we have to sort ourselves. So they came and cooked, and it was so nice. Like other guests from other countries, they could be able to enjoy the Kenyan food and everything. And we forgot we were grieving at the moment. We did forget until when now one nurse in where Joseph was phoned, because she said, I'll phone you later and just make sure you can see Joseph on a video when he's in ICU. When she phoned, that's when like it dawned to people, oh, isi sherehe ya kawaida, ini different And you know, when people have chewed whatever they're chewing, the emotions are all over, people crying. You know, the confidence ilikuwa imeenda, so the reality kicks in. So me, I'm like, these are the people who are here to support me. I ended up supporting people. I'm like, yeah, hii machine tu inafanya hii na hii. Atakuwa sawa. I'm like, man, you're here to support me. So even at this moment, we laugh about that day. We make it fun. We just laugh. Sema, kumbuka siku ile tulikam. Tulikuja na manguvu, tumekuja na unga tukule, tukupatie sherehe, usahau stress. Boom. Tukujua iko serious. And then I'm like, what do you expect? The person is in ICU. I'm like, yeah. Tunaonanga tu kwa movies. That was reality. But in reality kwa movie too, like we are not expecting Joseph akwe kuhapa. I'm like, he's human. I mean, yeah. So they made my night that day for God, and something I learned the same night as well. I'm like, you might be going through a tough time, but there's somebody going through maybe little to you, but it's something big to them. So you can be going through something, but you are able to support somebody as well. Unaona? At that moment, I think I was mourning, I was grieving, but I was a pillar to my visitors, if that makes sense. They were needing my skills, my knowledge, to make them understand. For me, it was to make them understand Joseph is in a safe place. There's nowhere he can be at the moment. He's getting the best. He's getting the oxygen. He's getting, the temperature is getting monitored. Unajua vile alikuwa ICU, the temperature was up and down. Wanakuwekea like an ice cube blanket, like a blanket, but imekuwa ni ice. So to make sure they're regulating your nini. Yeah. So nilikuwa na explainia somebody, hiyo ni ice. I'm like, mbona unamwekea ice? Why ice? So this person
anasikia baridi.
Kwani anasikia baridi? Mbona ambia pana ni temperature. Kwani wezi weka tu fan? Lazima weke hizo ni kama ice cube. Why are they doing that? And this person was so angry. I'm like, no.
They're doing something
They're doing
wrong.
something wrong. The guy is not even a medic. I'm like, this is the best. This is the best technology. I wish tungekuwa nayo home. It's the best. Yes, fan itakuja iende, but this person, the brain at the moment is not regulating temperature. It has been altered. So we need some mechanism to try and regulate the temperature. Unaona? Akasema, mimi siwezi. Hii kazi mnafanya siwezi fanya. I'm like, you need to understand. Anybody can do it. So it's been a roller coaster for quite a long time.
And now where are the boys?
The boys, when I had the news of the accident, they were in the house. They were in their rooms, and nikajifinya. Unajua ile kulia tu kujipatia nguvu.
Ile inabidi ndio kwa mwanaume hapo.
Ndio kwa mwanaume.
Tunao sawa ndio pila yao.
Exactly. I'm not the one even who told them the dad has had it. So my friend, ule alikuwa anaenda kutafuta passport. So close friend of mine. Anakuja next week. So tamsalamia.
I will.
Yes. So she came and she went and spoke to them for bedroom. Akaambia ndio hii. They were shocked. They cried. So when I went there to US, wakaniambia, Mom, the only thing you need to do is to bring that home. That was so hard for me. So every time ningeenda kuona Joseph hospitali, That's the only message I could tell them. I could tell them, I was like, if you don't want to come back home for me, come for your sons. Leslie wants you to do this. Leslie wants you home. Lance wants you this. Lance wants you to take him to rugby. Because the boys were so close to their dad than me. Mi nilikuwa mpita njia kwa hiyo nyumba. Tunapatana tuosea, dad, alikuwa mama kila
Mama kwa hapo ndipo
mama niko tu hapa tu big. Yeah. But the boys are so close to the dad, and but at the moment they do protect me quite a lot.
How old are they?
17 and 18. Okay. Yeah, they do. They're very independent too. They're not stressful kabisa. They're just so independent boys, and God has been great. When they needed their dad, the dad was there. So their dad taught them quite a lot about life. Yeah, they spend a lot of their time with their dad, so which is so important for a boy child. And I'm not saying it's not important for a girl child, but there are some aspects a man can tell a man where a woman cannot tell.
Sure.
Yeah, so it was so still overwhelming even now. Currently, Joseph is in a care facility in Scotland, where he's getting taken care of with nurses. He's got, he cannot speak. He's got tracheostomy, so he's got the tube hapa to try and get him to help him to cough or breathe if he can't breathe. But no, he's okay, so it's sometimes just to help him to cough. And then he's got a tube in his tummy which helps him to feed, because he can't swallow anything. The reflux is gone. So he's got that tube, and then he's got something to support him to pass urine as well, the tube as well. He's immobile, and so he gets 2 people to support him with personal care every day, to position him on the bed and everything. So yeah.
Now the transition, raising boys, dad hayuko, now you have to stand like a dad and a mom. How was it?
It's been challenging, still challenging. Sometimes I'm doubting, am I doing the right thing? But I get feedback from people, like my friend will tell me, I didn't know you can do this. I'm like, I knew Joseph can do it, so I was like, yeah, why bother?
You call.
Yeah, but it's not like I couldn't do it. I stepped up and did what Joseph used to do. Take the boys to games, drive them. I was a driver everywhere. I want to go here, I want to go and see my friend. I had to balance that with my work. So for a while I had to reduce my hours of working. I had to do part-time work so that I can be there for the boys, yeah? And I can be there for Joseph to make sure he's okay where he is as well. And as well I had, which is so important, I had to create time for myself. There are days where, like, I call them pillow days, where you don't feel like doing anything. You just want to cry for no reason. But I had to be my own mental supporter, where I could, when I feel low, I'll speak positive about myself, what I've done, what I've achieved, what I want to achieve, and forget anything negative that is surrounding me or I'm going through. So I could do that, and I feel better after that. Yeah.
And Joseph, can he recognize you and the kids?
When I used to, when the accident happened, maybe he didn't, but now I do. When I go to see Joseph, I wear the perfume he used to like on me. He knows my voice, he knows my perfume, so I try not to mix perfumes. He understands me so well. He knows the boys' voice as well.
So yeah. You go there, lazima ujipige ile marashi yake.
Nijitwange tu marashi yake.
Smell atasikia.
Asikie. Yeah, anajua tu nikimkiss kwa mdomo, nikimkiss anajua tu ni mimi. And he hates because sometimes he gets now dry lips. So nampaka just lip gloss, and hates it because he never liked nikiva lipstick yenye iko very glossy. So sai ni revenge na nitamkiss na hiyo iko glossy.
And you won't do anything.
Won't do anything. So but saying that he responds to me, and he responds to the boys. So you can see, like, when you're speaking to him, yeah, he will, it's the body language, you just need to understand. He'll listen, like the breathing will change. You know, when you're talking, your breathing changes. And when you're listening, your heartbeat, like the breathing change, the way your chest is moving will be different. So Joseph is the same. I know when he's paying attention. And sometimes I go, I shave his hair. I'll shave his hair, I'll cut his nails, and just make sure he's fine. Just do all those little bits, massage in corner. I do head massage and everything. Yeah, I do my wifely duties when I'm there.
Mwanamke bomba.
Mwanamke bomba ni mimi, massage ya shingo, si ataende kwa salon. Because of maybe the pain I've been through, and when I was in New York, sorry, I missed that part. So when I went to US, so Joseph had an accident. Before I went, the news had already spread that there's a Kenyan who doesn't have a family. He came there for a project, so he's been hit by a car and he's in hospital. That's why I love being a Kenyan. You know, by the time I went to see Joseph, there were Kenyans there saying they're all relatives to Joseph. Yeah, so they were like,
paparazzi mnasema hana relative.
Hana relative.
Sisi tumetoka wapi? We are black.
Yes, we are relatives.
Is
So by the time I got there, the relatives were already there.
Nakana umekuja ka stranger.
Yeah, the unity with the Kenyans in the US, and then the unity of the support of people in Scotland as well. So I had some Kenyans here who, here meaning in Scotland, sorry. So they made, the boys were young that time, yeah. So they made duties on child minding. So people are making turns on coming to take care of Joseph when I'm not around. No, taking care of the boys when I'm not around, cooking for them and doing everything. So how amazing was that? By the time I came here, I came back home in Scotland. It was so good. So you asked about the project. So when Joseph turned 50 this year, so I thought, what can I do to impact somebody? So it was on the 23rd, Joseph's birthday was the 23rd of February. So I did the birthday, his 50th birthday on the 50th. So I did a GoFund fundraising for Joseph's birthday, but not for Joseph's use, not for my use, but to support or to build a classroom in a Mukangu primary somewhere on Mumias Road. So the classrooms are completed and they're to be launched next week on Tuesday the 26th. So that's what I want to do, that's what I'm doing. So I'm launching Joseph, they're called Joseph's Classrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, Joseph's Classrooms, they will be launched. So I want Joseph's name. I don't know God's plan, but when God decides what he wants to do, I want Joseph's name to live on. So with the classrooms, there's a quote about Joseph, meaning like just Joseph is the one who said this. And there's a plaque about Joseph. It's all about Joseph, it's not about me, it's him. Because Joseph used to be a community person. He's worked different charity organizations there in UK and here. So he loved doing things for people. So doing that, I was doing that for him, not for me, because that's what Joseph would have loved to do. Ningekuwa ni mimi, ningekuwa nimefanya sherehe, nipatie tu hiyo my 50th nifanye tu sherehe of birthday. But
nijifurahishe tu mimi. Like now for the love that you have for Joseph.
I had to do it for him. I love that man to bits, even up to now. Just he's amazing. He's just an inspirational. He's the best.
That's
Yeah.
amazing too.
Yeah.
I know there are so many people outside there watching you na wanasema nye kapia ni mimi, and I know so much of you uko nje me give up nasema kaa ni mimi manzingi kesha happen hivi, unajitafutia mtu mwingine, unajipanga. What can you advise those people outside there washa give up na life kwa sababu incidents different, inaweza kuwa ni kama yenyewe umepitia or maybe another incident?
I think everybody is different, yeah. Mimi chenye naweza sema we are all human, yeah. Not saying it's what I'm doing. People are different, and it's how you feel inside. Mimi Joseph amekuwa na accident since 2019, but I can't say nimekwama or sijakwama. I've had the drive to support the community. My focus is there. My focus is there. Ukiniambia na mwanaume naye namwambia stress tupo. Joseph ako amepata accident, at least niko yani like I can't, like it's hard, but that's me. Sometimes or most of the time having somebody, a companion, somebody to speak to is so important when you're going through grief as well. When you go, grief doesn't mean ati mtu amekufa. Grief means loss. For me, I'm going through loss. I'm going through sexual loss. I'm going through friendship loss. I'm going through husband loss. The boys I've lost. So there's a lot of loss I'm going through. But I've tried to adapt myself to other things that have positive impact on my mental health. And having friends who are very supportive, checking up on you, or having a good working, making your surrounding, your friends understand what you're going through is very important. They will know when you're low, and they'll find a way to cheer you up. Uki hold on, mi wananijua, wakinikienda jua wanaza, ile smile yetu atukupati nini, kwa sababu saa ingine I'll go to the maybe a pharmacy kuchukulia mgonjwa ya madawa, or go somewhere, watanikataza hiyo atukupati kama kuna smile leo, because kuna kakitu, there's something wrong. So making your people understand what you're going through, they will know how to support you. Si eti watakusengeja, but wakikusengenya shida ni yao. Mimi nimekuambia mimi
mentally okay.
Yeah. And what I normally say when the accident happened, watu wananiambia, why are you always smiling? And I'm namwambia, mimi shida si yangu, mimi ni shida ni yenyu. Mimi I'm just allowing you as my friends to stress about Joseph. Let me mind myself and the kids and Joseph, but mimi stress taki. So can you please, the only thing you can do for me, stress on my behalf. Meaning niulize maswali.
Because I should be strong for myself.
I should be strong for myself. And then I normally say, when you're going through all this time, maybe kuna somebody there like me, akona watoto, like watu wanamtegemea, unaona. Remember, you come first, because when you're not okay, everything will crumble. I used to tell, when somebody say, me, my kids first. No, me, my kids are not first. Me, I'm first. My kids are not first. I am first. I need to be first for my kids to come, for me to be able to take care of my kids. Sure. For me to be able to take care of my husband. But if I don't put my kids first, I'll stress. Or let me put it this way. Nimeweka watoto wangu first. I'll worry more about the kids. Nijisahau mimi.
And again, if you don't care about yourself, utakuwaje able
No.
to care?
So I come first. I need to make sure I eat okay, I sleep okay. I need to make sure I'm healthy. Or just everything I need to make sure I've got it. So if I'm okay, then I'll share that love, the passion, what I'm doing to my kids. Unaona? I'll share that with my husband. Nitaenda nipatie ma stories za uongo hapo. Nimchangamshe kiasi.
Afile miraiz again.
Yeah. Nimchoche ka uongo aske, nimpatie masaik. Nienda home nasema nimemdanganya, lakini just listen. Joseph understands everything. Kuna ile just being trapped in your emotions and so he has been trapped. Like he knows everything but he can't speak. So he's been trapped and he's frustrated. When you're in that locked mind, Imagine wewe unataka kuongea. Imagine mtu akwambie tu you can't speak leo. How will you feel?
Hadi kuna kitu nasema unataka kurespond kwanza umpe comeback lakini
yes, yeah. So Joseph is like that. Like pia alikuwa anaongea non-stop, si kama we, but he talks a lot. But he can't speak. So there's that frustration. I can't tell, but I know there's depression as well. So imagine going back to saying my kids comes first, my husband comes first. No, sasa ako depressed already. Na hapo nimeenda tu my kids come first. Na leo amenisumbua na nimesema they come first. Hi, but if nikisema me I come first, me nitakwambia you as my child, you need to do this or do that. But if you don't do it, I know I still come first.
Yeah.
I'd want to transfer that anger ya watoto to Joseph.
Sure.
Does that make sense? Because I know I come first, so I'm able to balance. Watoto wamenisikia leo kama jenisikia nitaenda kwa Joseph, I'll come back, I'll deal with them.
Yeah. But now if they are first,
asira nitapelekea Joseph, unaona? So it's so important to value yourself. If you're going through your any tough time, just find something you like or learn something you think it's positive that can positively influence your life, and that just dwell on it. Unaona, kuna wengine as well, just very tough time, unaona kuna mbele au nyuma. Trust me, kuna mbele. Hata hiyo tane ilikuwa slim aje, inzi itapita au something small itapita. It can't. Hata hiyo shimo ya sindano si uzi inapita,
itapita.
Hata kama uko na uzinono utararua ile nini hiyo nono ukatoe la uingize kamoja. There's always a way, unaona, there's always a way. So I think we just need to find ourselves, find yourself first. And depression is real, but sometimes I say it's real if you allow it to be. You can try and find something positive and just deal with it. And other than speaking to yourself or getting support, there's a treatment for depression that includes taking medication and other things. So usikae nyumbani if you're feeling low, thinking you can't get support for depression. There is a lot of support out there. Yep.
I'm so amazed the way she's strong. I do say like you've passed all that through na saizi, like you're okay, you're fine. Hadi ninashanga ude anatumia gani ama siri ni sherehe.
Siri inaweza kuwa sisemi, but anyway.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for sharing your story. I'm very sure it has encouraged one or two out there. Najua wengi walikuwa wanasema mimi nimefika mwisho, but ukisikiza story ya Christabel and the way she's strong, unamka tena na unasonga mbele. Ukiamka kila asubuhi unamka na asante. Hiyo ndio siri, I think, but amekataa kutuambia. Anyway, thank you very much for watching us. Thank you very much for subscribing. We'll meet on the next interview. Tutamtafuta tena siku nyingine hadi akiuko hivyo tutamwendea. Till we meet on the next video. Bye.
Bye.